Good afternoon, folks. This is Deb and Dave, and this is a short take about how to get the most out of your town hall question. Dave is going to tell you how to do that.
And by the way, uh, in this video, you're going to have a source. It's going to be a YouTube video of the entire town hall, thanks to the Long Island Progressive Coalition. I hope I got that name right, but you get the drift. It's going to be in there. Uh, so I went to a town hall in Patchogue, which was right around Andrew Garbarino's office. And we had little invitations and seats for Andrew Garbarino and I believe Mike Lawler or Nick LaLota, actually, LaLota, which they didn't show up, which is kind of the whole point. But Jamie Raskin spoke for a while, and then there were town hall questions. The reason I'm doing this is because people had come up to me and said, I did such a fantastic job. How do you do it? What do you think of? Well, uh, here are my points and tips. Number one, keep it quick, keep it short, and try to make it an encompassing issue. If you have something that is really dire, like something's happening with your family member that is an emergency, especially if you're a constituent of his, ask to speak to him after the thing, but make it hopefully about an issue that's all encompassing, and don't ask, hey, can you sign this, can you do this? That's you. Okay, just a suggestion. Mine, by the way, time stamped 2 hours 8 minutes and 40 seconds if you want to look at it. uh, Mine was about due process. Introduce yourself, and where you're coming from. My name is Dave Denton. I'm a Long Island postal union rep. That's all I say. And then I went into the question. You don't have to talk about your life, because you have, especially with someone as popular as Jamie Raskin, dozens of people that want to talk to him. Also, it's not all about you. We had people who were running for local office. There was someone, a town council seat. It was getting right at the end, and she really wanted to go on, and I gave her a spot in front of me. Those kind of things will go a long way. All right. First off, these people are genuine. Be genuine with your question and talk as if you are an activist or an advocate and asking for information. Okay. That is the best part of it. Also, don't be adversarial if you can help it. Let the press do that. There's a couple. The New York Post was there. He was actually interviewing a ton of people. I was trying to avoid him because I knew where it was going. The headline in the New York Post was that Jamie Raskin went crazy and he called the GOP reps morons. Well,
Yeah, I call them fascists because that's what they are.
right.
People don't like that,
Uh,
but that's a fact. We're not going to dance around this stuff anymore. Okay,
right.
we're just not.
And the other thing is, yeah, you meet people where they are. You know their background and all of that. I asked a due process question because a man is a constitutional lawyer.
Right.
Okay, you know who these people are before you go on. So those are my suggestions. He was great, and we just, if you're going to ask a question of a representative, it's for information. You know, you guys are probably not going to go bowling together. He is there to serve you in some way, and he was coming from another state too. So the one thing, if Jamie Raskin actually ever does see this, that I would ask of him is that if privatization comes to a vote of the United States Postal Service, please remind Andrew Garbarino of what he promised, that he would fight for privatization of the United States Postal Service, because I do not believe one word that Andrew Garbarino says. He's a Trumper.
Right.
If Trump says support privatization, I would be shocked if he didn't. So that's the only thing I would ask. Uh, and and also be grateful to the people that organized that in such a short time. It was a month. Yeah, and not only Raskin, but his Jamie Raskin, but his staff, the organizers, and everybody that came together on this thing. Because if we're going to fight, especially fight locally, you need to know the organizers
Right.
and who's organizing, so you know when the next one is, which,
Right.
by the way, is June 14th. That is Trump's birthday, and also uh, kind of the death of democracy kind of thing. I
It's
believe he's
50501.
yeah,
It's no kings, whatever. It's coincides
right.
with I forget what the it's Flag Day.
And he is
It's Donald Trump's
apparently
birthday.
how much money is he spending on this thing? 40 million,
It's
millions of dollars
ridiculous, millions of
of
dollars. The
tax
army
of
spent it all.
tax.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Not taxpayer dollars at work, by the way.
yep.
Um, And the big thing is we need numbers on the 14th of June. Okay. We had 5.2 million on the 6th of April. We should double that. Somehow the message has to get through. This is not okay. All right. He's cutting. So he wants to cut Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and all of that stuff, but he wants to have a massive parade that's going to cost millions of dollars, 6,600 troops. I forget how many tanks. And you know, once they drive the tanks through the streets, they're going to have to redo the streets. It's just the way it is. Okay. Um,
Yep.
you're going to have to repave the streets. The tanks are going to tear up regular streets. That's a given. Um, you know, he wants to rebuild Alcatraz so we can send all the worst criminals from the United States there. All right. He wants to spend billions of dollars on that. It's not even a functioning, it's a tourist attraction right now. It's not even a functioning prison anymore.
Can
You know,
we give
so
him a tour and just throw him in a throw him in a cell?
seriously, and we've already spent. I mean, this guy has spent so much time at Mar-a-Lago golf, and I believe that the tab right now by the taxpayers is almost at $26 million since he's been in office,
Right.
so he can golf every weekend at Mar-a-Lago. You
And
know, but everything that the government gives to us is a waste. So keep that
And
in mind.
by the way, before we end this, we talk about due process. There are hundreds of people who have been taken off the streets and deported, thrown in concentration camps because they have a tattoo on their arm and
Well,
they have a
because they
different
wrote an
color
op-ed
skin.
in a school
Or
newspaper
they,
that
right.
wasn't popular with the fascists.
Or they protest with Palestinians or
Right.
whatever. So, and no due process, which, by the way, the the Orange Menace has said, "Oh, uh, I'm not sure if I can follow the Constitution in all cases."
Because
Okay, he's
trials
saying
take
it right
so
out.
long. That's what he said. Trials take so long. So he wants to be judge, jury, and executioner all on his own.
Yep.
Keep all of this in mind, folks. The midterms are coming.
Keep coming to the town halls. Keep coming to these protests. It doesn't matter who's there. Just keep coming. This is going to be a long road. And by the way, let's say Trump is uh, impeached or whatever, he's no longer there. We still have to deal with Vance and the GOP there.
Right.
So please don't think this is over if Trump leaves or once Trump leaves, or even let's say we win in 2028. The work is not over.
It's not over.
We have a giant mess to clean up,
We
and it's
do.
not just the streets from his stupid parade either.
Right.
So,
All right, gang. We'll talk to you
so
later.
okay.